We're travelling along the Regent's Canal today, and technically now all of us are. The Regent's Canal was hand dug here from 1812 to 1820, originally to act as a trade route to carry cargo up and down the canal, up and into London. It connects to the Grand Union Canal in Little Venice, where we'll drop you off, and the Grand Union Canal goes all the way to Birmingham and Wales. This canal though, the Regent's Canal, travels 8.6 miles in and around London, going through Paddington, Camden as you might have guessed, and then later King's Cross and Mile End, before it finally drops into the Thames River at Limehouse Basin. Also though, on a cheerier note, in the James Bond film Spectre. In that film, James Bond zooms into a tunnel on the Thames in Pimlico on a speedboat, and then he zooms out this tunnel to the right of us in Camden. A journey you can't try yourself because that is geographically impossible, but it's also the magic of cinema. Coming up on the right, this brown brick building is Henson House, and named after Jim Henson of the Muppets. The Muppets themselves, in the original series, were actually made in the top floor flat of this building to the right, where Jim Henson had his studio in the 70s. It's also where the puppet Yoda from the original Star Wars trilogy was made. Like I said, this canal was built around 200 years ago to act as a trade route and bring cargo into London. In those days, boats like our lovely Perseus here would be filled with coal or steel or timber to carry into the city. Perseus herself used to carry cargo back in the day. They didn't always have an engine though at the back pushing us down the canal. Traditionally, a horse would be tied to the front of the boat and be pulling us down the canal using the tow path on the right hand side. That's why it's called the tow path, by the way, T-O-W, because the horse would tow the boat along the path. Da-da-da! The horn is actually, because we're turning a corner, that's our honking turning corner horn. As we do, out the left-hand side is the Feng Shang Princess, a gorgeous floating Chinese restaurant. The Feng Shang Princess, to the left, was handcrafted in the 1980s. She was featured in the film The Gentleman, starring Hugh Grant and Matthew McConaughey. Her lanterns get lit at night, so she's very cinematic. She is also apparently one of the favourite Chinese restaurants of Sir Paul McCartney from the Beatles. As we come through this bridge, on the right hand side is our first enclosure. This is the Snowdon Aviary, as was once the largest public walk-through aviary in the world. It's not one anymore though, it's Monkey Valley. So see if you can spot any monkeys in there. And I don't mean the ones with shoes and backpacks, those are people, don't be silly. The black It was 1874. In the dead of night, on the 2nd of October, A cargo boat called the Tilbury was going beneath this bridge when it exploded in the largest explosion outside of wartime in British history ever. Dead fish rained from the sky, windows were shattered a mile away, the entire bridge was blown to smithereens. The pillars, though, on either side are original. Being cast iron, they survived the explosion and are in the new bridge. There's also a tree to the right, just after the bridge, with a scar running right down the middle of it from the explosion in 1874 that you can still see today. That's right, the bridge was destroyed, but the tree's still standing and has a cool scar to show for it. We're now coming into Listen Wide, a private residential area and a collection of over 50 houseboats, by which I mean 51. You might have already chosen your favourite boat in Listen Wide for boat alterations. These last few at the end of mine. On these ones we have a rooftop garden, a children's play area, and behind that yellow tent in the corner, a bathtub on top of that boat. The yellow tent wasn't always there and the tour was a lot more exciting. Go through has a house on top of it, which is the only house that straddles the Regent's Canal. The house on top of this tunnel that we're about to go through used to be owned by the manager of the canal, so he could see which boats were going up and down without ever leaving his bedroom. One of the first people to master working from home. Maida Hill Tunnel, as that is its name. So what else would you call it? The tunnel that we're about to go into is 248 metres long and one of the longest tunnels in the Regent's Canal. You might notice though, the towpath stops here. There's no towpath, footpath, any path whatsoever going with us into the tunnel. It's a place for boats only and always has been. Now you may be thinking to yourself, wait a minute Katie the crew person, you've just reminded us that horses use the towpath to even get their boats down the canal. What are they meant to do in a towpath-free tunnel? And don't worry, my lovely little passengers, I will in fact tell you. Here, the horse can actually kick back for a minute. You would untie your horse before you got to the tunnel and send it over the top to see you the other side. You'd normally send somebody with the horse, as only very clever horses can find the way themselves. But then you and the rest of the crew would lay planks of wood on top of the cargo. You would climb up there and lay on your backs on those planks of wood. Stick your legs up to the top of the tunnel or out either side and begin walking along the walls in order to push your boat through the tunnel. Step by step and inch by inch, when you use only the strength of your legs to push a boat through a tunnel, it's called legging. And it's where we get the phrase legging it from. Legging it now means to go somewhere very fast, which is a bit ironic because it would take them about half an hour to leg it through a tunnel like this one, and there are some tunnels there to leg it through in the UK that are triple this length, if not more. We though can obviously do it slightly quicker than half an hour because we do have an engine, and you'd be amazed how much trouble that solves. as we do go around the island, see if you can spot anywhere on it a pure white goose. She is called Lonely, and she's my best friend in the world, although I recently learned that I am not hers. She's called Lonely because she's the only white goose in the area, bless her. We think she escaped from a farm a couple of years ago. However, we've recently seen her hanging around with a brown goose we've called Boyfriend. And there she is, and we're all very happy for her. All of us, I've been Katie, and this has been your captain. If you've not had a great time, we don't have a trip advisor. And if you've had an extra great time, want to donate to the Duck Food Fund, or apparently my Better Joke Fund, I won't take it personally, feel free to leave a tip in the jar on the front steps. It's not compulsory though, you've already paid to be here and you've been absolutely lovely, so we hope you have a great rest of your day, and thank you very much.
I wish you'd stay, but there you go. I have so much I wanna say to you, much I wanna say, but there's no time. We used it all, still have so much I wanna talk about, but I messed it up and there you go. There you go, walking out that door. It felt so close, closer than it felt before. You'll never be forgiving me, and I just want you to know I didn't mean it. Baby, I just wanna be with you. I should be